All right, everything's working again. Fantastic. I'm having a little bit of an issue with my mouse right now, but as far as broadcasting goes, I think we're up and running. I don't know what's popping up that's making it lag so bad. Okay, come on. Okay, okay. Let me move. I'm gonna close all that. I'm gonna right click this. I'm gonna refresh this. Message board is up. I'm not looking at any other viewers. I'm just going to rely on this because everything's really slow right now. I need to finish up and edit and then get that taken off the board, but that's what we were working on Friday. Um, today is it? Today is Friday. That's what we were working on Wednesday. I think I did a late night stream. But sorry, uh, this was a late stream just because I had technical difficulties. Anyways, let's get to work. My plan today is to finish some old projects. I was gonna do some shrink-a-dink earrings and finish up those, which we can take a look at. But my main project today is going to be working on a skateboard and trying to finish that. I do have this high gloss varnish that I want to varnish these skateboards with when they're done. Hopefully that'll make them look better. I'm not too impressed, and I have to fix a few things just so I can get them finished. That way I can get rid of them because I have too much art in this place or things that I painted. Anyways, let's jump over to the studio. Zoom out. So hopefully with the new setup, it'll be a little bit easier for me to kind of show you the process a little bit better. This was going to be my level. I was going to use my shrink-a-dink. Oh, I really like this thing that I made to clamp down on shrink-a-dinks. And then to bring them up, it's really easy to flatten things. So this was a good addition to my my like set of tools, but also I can easily adjust like how much pitch this thing has, and I could make a level surface on my table in order to get those resin castings to set. And that's really what I was going to do today. I was going to do some resin castings, and that was the plan. Um, but plans change, and I've been looking at this stack of skateboards, and I'm like, what do I do with them? I need to get them at least finished so that they're ready to do something with, because they're not going to do anything here, and I'm not going to skate them, and they got to go. I got a friend in California that might want a draft board, which I'll show you right now, and then I'm going to work on this elephant board that's been kind of bothering me for a while, so we're going to work on that. There's a couple boards left over that really just need to be like touched up. This one's pretty much done. Kind of want to touch up this this oh, this is what happens. Start hitting buttons. So I kind of want to touch up this little light area right here. And that orange is a little bit harsh. I don't know if I even have any more of that orange because it would be nice to put the orange into this area, but I don't know if I have it. Anyways, that's not really that important. There's just so many boards that need to just be dialed in. The elephant was the one I was going to work on today. This one just needs to be finished. I'm going to take out this orange. I don't like it. I'm going to make it more like sky. Then I'm going to trade this. I'm going to actually like kind of mirror this. This elephant looks really good right side up. So I'm going to sign the UFO upside down up there. Hopefully. This one will be done. Then I want to high gloss this one and get it out. I think it's pretty cool, but I think it doesn't definitely need to be the other way. Because the elephant just doesn't look as good the other way. Anyways, there's that one, and then there's like, of course, Notorious Baby Boxing Joey, which has so much depth and perspective. I'm just really having trouble getting it all down. And the board is weird shape. Man, I showed someone this, and then he didn't have a head at that point, or she didn't have a head. It's female. It looks a lot better though. The chest needs to widen out here, I think. I don't know, this needs some work too. So there's a lot of things that could use some work. But we're gonna just work on our friend the UFO. And then there's this one that's like actually, I just don't know if they're flying away. I feel like they're flying away. I feel like they're done with their detail. And then that little tadpole in there, he's pretty dialed in. He's already drawn in. I think this one's done too. Gold inset on the frogs. I like this UFO one. See, they just need to go. So I guess let's just work on this one. Now the only big change I'm going to do this one is I want to bring down. Oh man, it's now that the dollhouse is all done. Really should be out again. Forcing me to look at them all the time helps me get work done. Oh boy. All right, so I believe this is the Oshka blue. That's this color. I feel like I want it to be this light blue. It's like super chalky, so I know it's Pashka. And then this is like paint. Sorry, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. I don't know, I could lower these down so that they're really low. Then would it rock so much? Would it rock? I lowered it. I need to mount this to a piece of wood. I have a piece of wood that hooks it up to my easel, which is pretty cool. I'm really counting on. So I can try again. Man, Google was hurting me earlier. Okay. Everything's happening all at once, all the time. All right. So this is this color. This real chalky Oshka color, which I just don't like the orange. So I'm going to change it to this light blue color, I think, is the plan. Or does it all go dark blue? Maybe we just bring in the dark blue all the way down. If that's the case, I think we're just going to be hitting it with this guy. The next part for this really is to get this golden spray paint sprayed on it. And that'll be our next step. Still haven't really figured out what to do with the edges. So should I sand them back down so that they don't look like a painting? Should I just leave them? Just don't know. Ooh. Not water is not the greatest. Okay. There we go. Let's get this down. Okay, maybe at this new angle, we're gonna get better camera shots. All right. Oh, I just took it off to like whatever. There's no paint in this one. It's lies. Sometimes you have to shake it. Come on, I haven't done any artwork. Uh-oh. Oh, we fit paint again. Yay. And to just be patient. I'm probably really gonna like the new look. Been bothering me for a while. I'm really happy to clean this up. No, because I would need more above too. paint is not very wet, as you can see. This nib is so weird. I like never wanted to be like the other nibs. I wanted to be like the weirdest wide brush ever. That's such a nice stroke. That's all we're gonna get though. So let's just take a look. Okay. I like it so much better. Right. Orange just wasn't the vibe. So happy we had some blue though. I wish it was consistent with the blue on top. Come on, stop looking like a separate painting. Blend, as my niece would say. Blend. So funny. That girl's only like 3 years old, and I taught her how to blend. I was playing with chalk with her. She was like 2, and I was just like, look, you just use your fingers and you blend. And you make colors, like mix colors. And she like loves it. So now she blends. I could send you the funniest picture. Hi, Kylie. Dark blue will make it look like you're flying. Or pick another color, but just redo the whole orange part. Oh, good. You made it work. Much better. Continue the blue into the blue to blend it in a bit. You read my mind. She loves to blend. Yeah, she's just so funny. But the problem is the last time I went to go play with her, I drew her in chalk and she blended herself. I would draw her and she would blend herself. So she ended up looking like this depressed 1990s ad for like latchkey children or something. Like she gets left at home. It's a terribly funny picture. My mom sent it to me. So I do have it, but great. It's great. I should pick out some of those pictures. I'm gonna work on some more blending up here. I kinda wanna add a couple, like just a star. But I really kinda don't. Maybe a little bit more. I don't know, maybe a little bit more a dark line, like a dark blue. Do I have a darker dark blue? No, I don't. My darkest dark blue. How do I get this to kind of come off the page a little bit, or does it need to? It's kind of all flat. So like that, and then like the flip side to this is that part. So I really like this elephant. I wish that green line. Should I fade out that green line? What should I do with that? What about this spot right here? What about this spot right here? Let's take a deeper look into the artwork. What about that one right there? We can't really notice it, but I know it's there, and it could be a problem. Oh man, I just have to clear code it before it gets too ruined. I saw this new hack on this new hack that was out. That feels like it has absolutely nothing in it. That you can take erasable pens. And the crazy thing about erasable pens is that they work off of heat instead of what we thought. Yeah, I mean, like we always thought, it's where you like gotta rub it and then it does its thing. But erasable pens actually work off heat, so you can go and draw your whole drawing with erasable pens. You take a heat gun, and you blend. I'm not gonna mess with it too much. There are some parts I would like to just blend in a little bit more. Just take some bigger strokes. Kind of give it less choppiness in the areas I don't doesn't really call for. Maybe it's not supposed to be perfect. I'm really interested to see what this looks like with its clear clear glaze on it. I do want to fix this part down here though. If you look down here at the UFO, oh man, did we not blend that well? That side didn't blend as well as the other side. Because I was trying to be careful. Oh man, cracks me up. I mean, like, my drawing wasn't that great. It was like the best I could do. Like, with the time I had. And it's like, we are just hanging out, drawing in chalk. I gotta show you the picture. It's hilarious. It's not a picture of my niece, so I'm not really worried to show you. My issue is more, unless it's on my message board, I don't want anything to pop up on that. Oh, come on, you blue paint pen. Just leak already. Just cry me a river. Sometimes paint pens are not worth it. These nibs are as expensive as the markers. So, and these nibs are just, I don't know, maybe I just don't know how to use them, but as far as I can tell, every time I try to. Is that better? That's better, right? And this paint is like way too thick. And maybe my pens are just old, which could be. Oh man, see, I cut that corner again. And I erased my little black line. Kind of want to do Starry Night up here now. It's too much detail. I need to keep it simple. But I would like to put a little black line around my, just to clean it up a little bit. Or maybe I can clean it off. Let me see. Let's try a few different things to see what works the best. You can add light blue and gray to the water. Oh yeah. Just thinking about that. To the real elephant side. Okay. I just wanna see. Oh no. Wow, that see what happens. If I can smooth out this rough spot right here. Oh no. Like embedded a hair. How did that happen? No, stop. Okay. Nope, that's gonna, well, that's gonna fail a lot of excuse me. That's gonna ruin a lot of things. Oh no. Abort, abort, abort. Look what it's doing. Like melting it. Abort. Abort. No, no, not this blend. Not this blend. No, no. Okay, well, we got our answer about that. Not do that again. You know, Bob Ross does say there's just some happy little accidents and you just keep going. You'll be alright. Oh, okay, so let's not do alcohol again. And it like, kind of like attack the chrome. Chromes are usually pretty hard to get to work. And again, my chromes are pretty old as well. They've been around for a bit. Oh, nice. And bring the chrome back. What I want to do. I want to fix my spaceship a little bit. Sorry for the car noise. I should close my window. I was planning on doing a different stream. I was planning on doing resin casting. I'll show you my previous project. You missed on Monday, but I missed the stream on Wednesday. I didn't miss it. I did ended up doing a late night stream. You need to wait for it to dry. I know, this is like my fatal flaw for all art is like I have absolutely zero patience for dry time. Which is why I'm not a great painter. This is why I think I should like retire the paints. I need like patience, like Mr. Miyagi. I have like no chill. I wish I had chill. I work on it a little bit here and there. No, I don't. That's not true. It's a different type of chrome. They got a little bit of blue in it. So, oh no. Now what? Now what do I do? What is my master plan? I can't. It's not that it wasn't dry. Maybe it wasn't dry. Dang. Should have let it dry. Oh man. Well, the problem is if I let it dry, the marker doesn't work at the end. Okay, I can take care of this problem. Let's just roll out some of this blue. Because yes, there's paint there, but no. Can we could actually probably give this a different texture, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's just erase some of this blue. Okay. I know. I should have waited for it to dry. But let's just not talk about things that happened in the past. Okay. Let's not mess with it. What I need to do is widen our little path a bit, and that's okay. We'll do that in a second. I'm gonna leave this marker at the downward angle on my desk so the paint will flow forward. I can't really do much more with this piece other than like doing the actual water like with some light blue and gray highlights. I'm afraid though, I'm afraid to do that. So much more detail in the bottom one. I don't know. But yeah, there's no definition where the white tusk stops. It just kind of bothers me a little bit. Especially if I hang it like this, right? Like if it's meant to hang. I don't know, maybe it's just enough to know. Anyways, like really the only one I have to work on is the kangaroo. I feel like everything else is kind of done. which is good news. I think I shouldn't be bummed out about that, but I just feel like something's missing up there. And like even if I do highlights of light blue and gray, like where do they go in? Where is it going to be light blue? Where is it going to be gray? I think that green is standard, which is nice. Could fix that tusk a little bit, but kind of gives like a little bit of a water feel to it. Oh no. I don't have any clientele for this, so it's not like it's going to go anywhere. Not with that attitude, right? Lines of water falling down. Trying to like visualize just, and it's easy. The cool thing about having a bunch of scrap material around is you can always just watch. I won't be able to find anything. You can always just reach in, cut your hand a million times from paper cuts to find that there's only black paper and parchment paper in this area. And you go, fantastic. I was just looking for some scratch paper. Paper got wet, so it's unusable at the I work in the copy machine. So we're thinking how to do this the best. Okay, I do know. I always know what to do. So I just need to strip this paper, and I'll take the corner that's messed up since it's really not super important. This is just going to be a practice run. There we go. We have that. Right? Easy. Squeezy. Easy. Right? Boom. So I decided I was going to cut a template, right? So you just eyeball it the best you can. Hopefully you're great at it, right? And you just need it to basically cover, and that pretty much covers exactly what I needed to cover to give me the look I needed to give me to figure out if I want to do this or not. So boom, right? Done. Grab a piece of tape and make everyone's dream come true. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna make it super small, and I'm gonna tape it here. Just let go. I'm gonna tape it over here, like so, and we're gonna lay it right down on where it needs to go, because that is pretty much dead on. All right. Okay, good. Perfect. Okay. Excellent. So the next idea would be, right, you said, and this is why it's good to have multiple sets of tools and all sorts of different stuff, but also a pain keeping everything around. I see why people do digital work more and then have this just printed on a skateboard instead of doing things by hand. Because doing things by hand is kind of difficult. Okay, so I have a lot of different markers here. We're thinking light blue. Right, we're going to bring this up. And this will be okay because it's not. We're thinking light blue. Is that too light? feel like that's okay. I feel like it needs to have yellow in it too. Like a gray. I'm just trying to do a color test. That's nice. Nice and light. And then I was thinking like a yellow would be nice just because the reflection of the sun at the top. Wait, random, short, and long, thin, and fat. Wait, does that mean short and long? How do you just one make something that's short and long? Or is that short and fat, short and thin, and long and fat? Or is it long and thin and short and I don't know, Mom. It's a puzzle. It's a puzzle. Okay, so and then some yellow, which was I was thinking maybe bring it all back together. So here's what we're thinking. You're thinking we're just gonna draw some lines up, right? It's gonna be quite fast out of the mouth, right? So actually, this probably should go. But this is when I actually looked at the picture. This is what the picture looked like. So there should be some fat ones, some skinny ones, long, but they should be long. Right, and then splashdown, we're gonna get a lot of like grays and right, maybe some extra driplets of water coming up from the front here, like it has it down here at the bottom. Gives us some more shape, right? That's what we're really looking for. And then come in with the blue. Now, the blue is going to be a little bit. Do we just add the blue in? And how does that work? Does it go? Maybe that just. And this needs to come here like this. Right? Is that what we want? Well, I know it's coming from inside his tail, his mouth, but I didn't want to actually color that part yet. What color is that? Is that the light blue? Or is that white? That'd be white there, and then just a little hint of light blue. And light blue. But I don't want to do too much light blue. Because this one's light blue. So then the yellow, I think. Do highlights of yellow. Just glimmering speckles of yellow inside. Just to match the reflection of the sky above a little bit. Should it be more gray on the outside? Do we do like just, I mean, it's going to be like light blue right here on the top. I think that's okay. I think we can get away with it. Gonna play with it a little bit. We need to totally destroy it, but let's get it done. It's the worst I can do is mess it up, right? I got a practice in. Most people don't get a practice in. So this is done with this paint. I guess that's the question. Do we stick with it? It's easy, but what is my, and I guess I could stick to the same color theme as the top, but I don't know if I have the blue that's necessary to do the job. That'll be my biggest problem. And it's not going to be fat. It's not going to be skinny. That's for sure. Oh, maybe it will be. Sorry, guys. I'm pretty loud. Let me see what we got. Oh no. See, and then they leak like that. Then I'm like, well, what do I do now? I guess I could just use it. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Fix it with white. Police officer of the law coming down the road. Okay, there we go with that. Police officer averted. So this wasn't even the one that I got all that paint out of. The one that I got all that paint out of was this one, which is still writing. Oh man, I don't know about these things. This was not a great idea. So, what's my plan with the gray? Do I have any gray? Oh man, the gray's solid. Gray's too solid. Trying to just give it little strokes of detail. I don't know. I don't know if we're feeling better about that or worse. Like, really, the water is just flowing straight down. And that's what we need to convey. I'm just going to end up. Oh, dear Lord. Watch, I'm gonna end up making this all blue. This blue is so light. It's okay. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna bring some shape to it. I'm gonna actually bring this out more. Give me some more room here. I'm just not getting the same shape as the picture, which is okay. It's okay to deviate from the plan, but no. No, if you deviate from the plan, it may not look 100% correct. And so the water is coming down at this angle. Right, and then like abruptly just straightening out. We can add some white back in, which will help us a little bit there. Like we might want to, no, that one doesn't even have a tip in it. Where's my white one? There it is. So we might want to like dash a little white here. It's a lot of white. Eesh. Why do I not feel great about this? Because my pens are so old. It's like really time to like go through and trash things. And of course, like, what the heck? And then it's down to like nothing. These pens drive me crazy. I mean, I should just draw that in. There's got to be blue in this one, and there's no blue here. Right? And water might be. Water's not perfect. I don't know. I gotta stop doing stuff though. It's gonna be really white, this little front part right here. This is like thin now. I have a bit of light. Trying to give it some more. I'm going mad. He's gone mad. It's not the one. Yeah, that's so messy. Okay. I feel like I'm feeling better about this a little bit. Just trying to give it a little bit more definition. I can put that definition into the green more than I need to. And it would be good to just add some texture, a little bit more texture to the outside. This may need I don't know why the water would change directions all of a sudden, but here it may be. And we're gonna a little bit more shading back in here and a distance. We're gonna do that in the shape of lines. Okay. This is like where the water's changing directions. We're gonna need like a little cliff. It's almost right. Okay, I think I like it a little bit more, right? If we look at it for an hour's worth of work, hour and a half. I didn't I didn't do very much. It's a little too. I want to put more blue in there though. This has got a little too much white. Just a little too bright. I think everything else looks pretty good. And there's some droplets inside from the dots. I'm going to try to put that light blue on the downside so it gives us the look of some bubbles. Okay, we didn't add the yellow, but you see I added the lime green here right next to dark blue. We got a little extra pop out of it, but well, I need more definition on his trunk. I don't know. I'm gonna have to call it quits though. That's my problem is I never want to quit. So I need to just be like, okay, it's finished. Like this looks good enough. Not like I need to touch up another 50 lines or whatever. But it is 9:30, so I don't want to keep everyone. Happy Friday. I will probably be signing off. I'm gonna sign off quickly here. I do kind of want to try to lay down this chrome one more time just to finish off the stream on a high point. So let's try to lock in this chrome again. All right, much better. The blue is in like smearing like crazy. Maybe it's just gonna be like one of those one pass things, and then I'm gonna have to come back and finish it up with the second pass. Because it is just gonna be a little blue. But that's okay. I can be patient and wait and get some other stuff done. Hopefully the next time you see this piece, it'll be clear glossed and that'll be the end of it. So I'm going to sign it and then clear it. And then maybe if all things work out in the direction things might go, I might put it up for sale. There's this one that needs to go out, and then there's another one that needs to go out. I am going to use my Sharpie paint pens to do some black outlining, but like we all know, I need to let stuff dry, so don't rush it. I need to stop even doing this. This blue is too fresh, it's just coming up. And this chrome is like this crazy enamel paint, so should have known it was going to come up. And that's why there's all these little strokes in this chrome, because of things like that. Just trying to always touch up. I think that's a little bit more round. And I'm going to just color it in. I can just outline it. It's not even going to matter, because once I get the outline, it's probably going to look like it's a little bit of shading in the background. And that probably will look good. Anyways, guys, this stream ran a little bit late. The roommates are back up and running and doing things. I have them, or they're nice enough not to do things during the 8 to 9 most of the time. But that's gonna be it for this one. I need to sign it. I'm gonna spray it. I'll probably spray it off camera, and then it'll be up for sale. And that's it. All right, guys. Well, that's this episode of finishing up project. I'm going to be working really hard on finishing up projects and making them look better, and just kind of fine tuning. Should I edge this? That's going to be my next question. Like, do I need to put an edge? I think I should just finish it. I like the hand painted look, and yeah, should be good. Anyways, thanks for watching as always, and sorry about not being able to get the stream up. We had some technical difficulties, and actually as I try to get that video done, I might have more and more technical difficulties. So this weekend I might be streaming some live editing, but I'm gonna really try to get some videos done too. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and we'll see you next time. Oh no, I didn't do this part. I should just do it this way. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Happy Friday. It's been a long week for me. Hopefully everyone else had a great week out there, and is ready for a nice weekend. If you don't get the weekend, I apologize, but you know, you get days off too. Anyways, I'll be working on a bunch of different projects. Mainly number one is using this golden to see what magic it can do to this kind of dingy, not really You know, some of it is flat, some of it is gloss. I wonder what's going to happen when I spray it, what it'll look like, if it'll look better, if it'll look worse. But we're just going to take the risk and we're going to do it. And if worst comes to worst, I can go skate this one. You know? All right, guys. That's going to be it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. Good night.